Imagine a quiet bathroom in the middle of the night. The year is 1982. A man stands over the sink. He is not brushing his teeth. He is not washing his hands. He is holding a strange, handmade machine. It is made of plastic pipes and metal bits. He connects the machine to the bathroom faucet. He turns the handle. He expects a quiet, gentle flow of water. Instead, a powerful stream shoots across the room. It blasts right into the bathtub curtains. Water splashes everywhere. The man just stands there, soaking wet. But he is not mad. A huge smile spreads across his face. In that wet, messy moment, a magical idea is born. The man looking at the dripping walls is Lonnie Johnson. He is a brilliant scientist. He usually builds tools for outer space. But tonight, he has accidentally created something very different. He has created a simple toy. This happy accident will go on to change summer days forever. It will bring smiles to millions of faces. It is a surprising story about how a serious mind found the ultimate way to play. To understand this amazing moment, we must travel back in time. We must go to Mobile, Alabama, in the 1960s. This was a time when the world was changing fast, but it was also a time when unfair rules kept people apart. Many places were segregated. That meant black people and white people were forced to go to different schools and use different stores. It was a hard time for a young black boy with big dreams. But Lonnie did not let those unfair rules stop his mind from racing. His mind was always full of questions. Lonnie loved to take things apart. He wanted to know how the world worked. His father was a driver. His mother was a nurse. They worked very hard to provide for their family. They did not have a lot of money to buy fancy building kits. So, Lonnie used whatever he could find. He looked for scrap metal. He found old wires. He took apart broken record players. His bedroom looked like a busy workshop. His family even called him the professor. One day, the young professor decided to build something huge. He wanted to make a robot. He gathered bits of junk from all over his neighborhood. He used an old jukebox to make the body of the robot. He attached a tape recorder so the robot could make sounds. He named his metal friend Linux. Linux was not just a statue. Lonnie made it so the robot could actually move around the room. In 1968, Lonnie entered Linux into a science fair. This was a big deal. The science fair was held at a major university. Lonnie was the only black student in the competition. Some people stared at him. They did not expect him to win. But then they saw his robot. Linux rolled across the floor. It spun around. It made sounds. The judges were amazed. Lonnie won first place. This victory proved that his creative thinking was powerful. The boy from Alabama grew up to be a brilliant engineer. An engineer is a person who designs and builds complex machines. Lonnie went to college. He studied math and science. He worked so hard that he got a job at a very famous place. He went to work for the space agency. He became a NASA engineer. Now, he was not just building robots from junk. He was helping to explore the stars. At the space agency, the work was very serious. Lonnie worked on a famous mission called Galileo. Galileo was a spacecraft. Its job was to fly all the way to the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is a giant planet made of gas, very far from Earth. The spacecraft needed a special power system to survive the long, cold trip through space. Lonnie helped design that system. He had to make sure the spacecraft did not freeze. He had to make sure it did not break. The math was incredibly hard. The pressure was huge. But even while doing this high-tech work, Lonnie never stopped being the professor. He still loved to tinker. He still loved to invent things just for fun. He set up a workshop in his own house. When he came home from his serious space job, he would go to his workshop. He would grab his tools. He would start putting pieces together. He was always looking for a new puzzle to solve. One evening, Lonnie was trying to build a new kind of cooling system. He wanted to make refrigerators better. He wanted them to use water instead of harmful chemicals. He made a special pump. A pump is a tool that pushes liquid from one place to another. He took his new pump into the bathroom to test it. He hooked it up to the sink. That is when the famous accident happened. That is when the powerful stream of water blasted across the room. Most people would have just grabbed a towel. They would have wiped up the mess and gone back to work on the refrigerator. But Lonnie saw something else. He saw the sheer joy of a perfect water fight. He remembered being a kid in the hot Alabama summer. He remembered playing with small, weak water pistols. Those old toys barely sprayed any water. You had to run right up to your friend to get them wet. But this new pump was different. This was a modern marvel. Lonnie decided to turn his accident into a real invention. He went back to his workshop. He found some plastic pipes. He found an empty plastic soda bottle. He glued the pieces together. He made a special chamber. When you pumped the handle, it pushed air into the bottle. The air got squeezed very tight. This squeezed air is called pressure. When you pulled the trigger, the pressure pushed the water out with amazing force. He built the very first model of his new toy. He gave it to his young daughter. She took it outside. The neighborhood kids had their regular, tiny water guns. They thought they could easily win a water fight. But then Lonnie's daughter pumped her strange, homemade plastic gun. She pulled the trigger. A thick, fast stream of water shot all the way across the yard. The other kids were shocked. Then, they all started laughing. They all wanted a turn. It was the most fun they had ever had. Lonnie knew he had a great object in his hands. He thought it would be easy to sell it to a toy company. He was wrong. The journey to share his toy with the world was very hard. First, he had to figure out how to turn an empty soda bottle and some glued pipes into a toy you could buy in a store. He spent his late evenings drawing new plans. He measured every piece of plastic. He wanted to make the water gun look like a real product, not just a homemade science project. He built more models, testing how much pressure the plastic could hold before it cracked. His small workshop was soon covered in scattered parts, spare tubes, and wet towels. He loved his safe job making spacecraft for the government, but this playful idea kept pulling at his heart. It was a very heavy choice. He felt a deep, burning belief that this joyful invention could bring happiness to millions of children around the world. He knew he had to take a giant leap of faith. To take that leap, he needed to give the new toy his full attention. He could not just build water guns on the weekends anymore. This big dream demanded everything he had. It took many long years. Lonnie left his comfortable job. He started his own company to focus on his inventions. But making new things costs a lot of money. Soon, his money started running out. He traveled to different cities. He carried his heavy, homemade toy into big office buildings. He met with important business people. He showed them how the toy worked. But the business people said no. They said the toy was too strange. They said it would cost too much money to make in a factory. They did not understand the vision. Rejection after rejection piled up. It was a very sad and frustrating time. Sometimes Lonnie wondered if he should just give up. He wondered if he should just go back to a normal job. But the professor remembered his childhood. He remembered building Linux the robot out of junk. He remembered proving people wrong at the science fair. He knew that a good inventor never quits. A good inventor just finds a new way to solve the problem. So, he kept calling toy companies. He kept carrying his plastic prototype everywhere he went. Finally, in 1989, a door opened. Lonnie got a meeting with a toy company called Larami. The meeting was at a huge toy fair. Lonnie walked into the room. He did not bring a boring chart. He did not read a long speech. He brought his homemade water gun. He opened his suitcase. He took out the toy. He pumped the handle. The room went quiet. The toy company bosses watched him closely. Lonnie aimed the toy across the large meeting room. He pulled the trigger. A massive stream of water flew through the air. It splashed against the far wall. The bosses jumped back in surprise. Then their eyes lit up. They started smiling. They felt the exact same wonder that Lonnie had felt in his bathroom 7 years earlier. They knew right away that this was a brilliant idea. The company agreed to make the toy. They worked with Lonnie to design a bright, colorful version. They made it neon green and bright yellow. They gave it a catchy name. They called it the Super Soaker. In the summer of 1990, the toys were placed on store shelves. At first, people did not know what to make of them. They looked like something from a science fiction movie. But then, a few kids bought them. They took them to the park. The massive water streams caught everyone's attention. Suddenly, every kid wanted one. By the next summer, the Super Soaker was the most popular toy in the world. Millions and millions of them were sold. You could hear the familiar pumping sound in backyards, city parks, and neighborhood streets everywhere. It brought people together in pure, splashing happiness. This incredible toy connects two very different worlds. It connects the serious, high-tech world of space travel with the everyday joy of summer play. The same brilliant mind that helped a spaceship fly safely to Jupiter also gave us the ultimate tool for backyard fun. It shows that science is not just about dry facts and heavy textbooks. Science is about curiosity. It is about asking what happens if we change the rules. The story of Lonnie Johnson is an inspiring Black history lesson that goes beyond the history books. It proves that creative thinking can come from anywhere. It can come from a young boy collecting scrap metal in Alabama. It can come from a scientist working late at night. It shows that a simple mistake, like splashing water all over a bathroom, can be the start of something amazing. You just have to be willing to look at the mistake in a new way. Today, the Super Soaker is recognized as one of the greatest toys ever made. It is even in the National Toy Hall of Fame. But its true legacy is not just in the millions of plastic water guns sold. Its true legacy is in the message it sends to every young dreamer. Lonnie Johnson used the money he made from his famous toy to build a huge research center. Now, he helps other young scientists learn how to invent. He is still dreaming up new machines to make the world better. The next time you hold a clever object in your hands, think about the mind that made it. Think about the long journey from a wild idea to a real working thing. You have that same power inside you. Your imagination is a brilliant tool. Do not be afraid to tinker. Do not be afraid to make a mess. Keep asking questions. Keep building, testing, and dreaming. Because the next great invention that changes the world, or just brings a little more joy to a summer day, might start with your own happy accident.